Your home is an operating system. Your home is not just where you sleep. It is not just where you cook. It is not just where you drop your keys, fold your laundry, ignore the mail, and promise yourself you're going to get to it later. Your home is an operating system, one of which you need to steward over. Your home being an operating system, once you get this revelation, you will be amazed at what you'll be able to achieve. And if this system is broken, everything attached to it starts glitching. Your business, your money, your focus, your calendar, your body, your decision making, your peace. A lot of people think they have a motivational problem. No. Some people have a home system problem. It's deregulating your nervous system. And until the house gets corrected, the business is going to keep dragging behind it. Chaos at home equals cost at work. Let's say it plain. Chaos at home equals cost at work, not always in obvious ways. Sometimes it costs you in time, sometimes it costs you in energy, sometimes it costs you money. Sometimes it costs you confidence because you already feel behind before you even sit down to work. You cannot keep stepping over laundry, digging through papers, hunting for receipts, clearing off a counter just to think, and then wonder why your business feels heavy. The business is not always the problem. Sometimes the business is just reacting to the environment it is being built inside. That is why spring cleaning is not just about dust. It is about dominion. The counter is a control panel. That counter is not just a counter. That counter is a control panel. It tells you what is unresolved, right? It tells you what keeps landing in your life with no assigned place. Mail, keys, receipts, bags, returns, school papers, business notes, supplements, charging cords, random items you keep moving from one side to the other. That is not clutter. That is a message. The counter is saying we do not have a system for incoming. And if you do not have a system for incoming in your home, you probably do not have a system for incoming in your business either. Incoming customers, incoming payments, incoming emails, incoming orders, incoming ideas. Same pattern, different location. Every pile is a delayed decision. That one right there is going to hurt a little bit. Let me tell you why. Because we like to call it clutter, but sometimes it is not clutter. It is a stack of decisions we did not want to make. Do I keep this? Do I file this? Do I return this? Do I pay this? Do I scan this? Do I throw this away? Do I need this for taxes? Do I need this for my business? Do I need this for my household? And because we do not decide, we pile. Then the pile becomes normal. Then the normal becomes invisible. Then the invisible starts charging us interest. The pile is not sitting there for free. It is taking focus every time you walk past it. Your kitchen will tell on your cash flow. I know that sounds strange, but stay with me. The kitchen is where spending habits show up fast. Duplicate groceries, expired food, takeout bags, missing meal plans, random receipts, subscriptions you forgot about, a refrigerator full of food and still nothing to eat, and probably going bad. That is not just a kitchen issue. That is a money pattern. Because when your food system is off, your spending usually follows. And when your spending is reactive, your cash flow gets weaker. A lot of people are trying to fix the budget from the bank account, but sometimes you need to fix the budget from the refrigerator, because the refrigerator will tell the truth before the spreadsheet does. Laundry is not always about clothes. Sometimes laundry is about capacity, and y'all know that's one of my favorite words. It tells you what your current life can actually maintain, not what you imagine, not what you plan, not what the aesthetic version of you wants to believe. What your real life can maintain, what is within your capacity. If laundry is always exploding, that may mean you need, or you have too many clothes. You not enough rhythm, too many obligations, no rest day, or no true household system. And the same thing happens in business. Too many products, too many ideas, too many open tabs, right? Too many half-finished projects, too many promises, too many I'm about to plans. Capacity is not about shame. Capacity is information. And mature people do not condemn themselves for information. They correct the system. Your inbox and your junk drawer are cousins, first cousins. Same energy, one is digital, one is physical. But both are usually full of things we did not process when they arrived. The junk drawers say, I do not know where this goes. The inbox says the same thing. I will respond later. I will read that later. I will unsubscribe later. I will file that later. I will handle that later. And now later has become a landfill. That is why I do not separate digital clutter from physical clutter. If you've had any of my adult study halls, you know what I'm talking about, okay? It is all operational clutter. It is all telling the same story. You do not need a prettier inbox. You need a processing rhythm. The house keeps receipts, literally and spiritually. Your house remembers what you keep buying. It remembers what you keep avoiding. It remembers what you keep starting and not finishing. It remembers the business idea that has supplies in one closet, packaging in another room, labels in a drawer, and inventory under a table. It remembers the bills, the papers, the books, the tools, the half-used systems, the abandoned planners. The house is not judging you, but it is documenting you. And if you are willing to look at it honestly, your house can show you exactly where the business is leaking. Receipts are not paper. They are evidence. Bank statements are evidence. Invoices are evidence. Order confirmations are evidence. Notes are evidence. Screenshots, evidence. Calendars, you bet, are evidence. And if you are running a home-based business, you cannot treat evidence like trash. Because evidence tell you what happened, what you spent, what you bought, what you tried, what worked, what failed, what needs to be repeated, what needs to be removed. You cannot make grown business decisions with missing evidence. That is why paper organizations is not old-fashioned. It is operational intelligence. For a home-based business owner, the house and the business are not separate. I know people like to pretend they are. They are not. Your business is hiding in your house. It is in your closet. It is in your bins. It is in your notebooks. It is in your receipts. It is in your packaging. It is in your shipping supplies. It is in the kitchen table. Okay. You keep clearing and re-clearing. It's on there. And it is in the trunk of your car. It is in the corner of your bedroom. It is the I'm going to organize that later area. And when the business does not have proper home, the whole house starts carrying, the stress of the business. That is when your home stops feeling like a place of peace and it starts feeling like a warehouse with emotions. Inventory without a home becomes anxiety. Supplies without a station becomes anxiety. Paperwork without a folder becomes anxiety. Customers without a follow-up system becomes anxiety. Ideas without a capture place becomes anxiety. And this is where a lot of people start blaming themselves. They say, I'm lazy. No, you may not be lazy. You may be systemless. There is a difference. Lazy means you refuse effort. Systemless means the effort, you know where the effort has nowhere to land, if you get my drift. And a lot of home-based businesses or home-based business owners are not lazy. They are trying to build inside a house that has not been assigned for the business they're becoming. That has to change. You don't need more motivation. You need stations, a shipping station, a receipt station, a return station, a paperwork station, a content station, a product station, a laundry reset station, a command center, a place where things go because the decision has already been made. That is what a station does. It removes repeated thinking. You should not have to decide where the receipts go every single time you touch one. You should not have to decide where the shipping labels go every single time you print one. You should not have to decide where the inventory goes every time you need or you bring something in, right? Decide once, build a station, let the system carry the decision. Order is not an aesthetic. Order is infrastructure. This is where people get confused. They think order means everything has to look perfect. No. Order means the thing can function when life gets full. Order means you can find the receipt. Order means you know what bills exist. Order means you can pack the order. Order means you can pull the document. Order means you can reset the kitchen. Order means the household does not collapse every time business picks up. Pretty is optional. Functional, it is not. Because a beautiful mess is still a mess. And an ugly system that works is more valuable than a gorgeous setup that falls apart by Tuesday. So before you add another goal, audit the house first. Before you buy another planner, audit the house first. Before you launch another offer, audit the house first. Before you order more supplies, audit the house first. Before you blame yourself for being behind, audit the house first. Where the counter is chaotic, where the paper piles up, where the inbox is overflowing, where is there no system? Okay? Where does your business keep spilling into the rest of your life? That is where you start. Not with shame, with stewardship. Because correction is greater than condemnation. And when you correct the system, you stop carrying problems that structure was supposed to hold. A stable home builds a stable business. Not a perfect home, a stable one. A home where things have a place. A home where the business has a zone. A home where paper has a path. A home where money has evidence. A home where inventory has a location. A home where your nervous system is not constantly negotiating with disorder. Okay? That is the real work. Not cleaning for company, okay? Not organizing for aesthetics, not performing productivity, but building a home that can actually support the life and business you keep saying you want. So start where you live, because your house is not just your house. It is your first operating system. And if you correct that system, your business will feel the difference. God bless.